Everything was important in our high school.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
Let's hang the plan on that one. Like nothing done. I saw you. Sure, you don't have like. Right? So I didn't even think that out. I was kind of impressed that we had some reflection. Yeah, I think it's nice. Go to high school.
Yeah, remember we found you? Yeah, let's go. How you doing? Kind of look like a biscotti with a cut. That would be Bonnie's class.
I already turned a lot of the platforms over there. I need to. Yeah.
Yes.
I painted.
Hi, Dad.
That's fun.
I haven't seen him yet. I've seen a picture of his friend. She's like, oh, thank you.
They're up that way, Max.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No. No.
Now be ready to smile.
Go in.
Yeah, don't forget. Or give her I know. Right. Right. Great.
Meeting's already. Karina.
She's like, that has smacked.
One of them want to be called out today.
Because I don't really understand those cigarettes. I get the comfort.
Yeah.
I get the comfort. I am.
Good morning. My name is Kelly Sesterniak, and I am proud to be the principal here at Pilgrim Park. Thank you to all of you that are joining us today to celebrate the accomplishments of these young men and women before us. Before we get started, I have one logistical ask for you. We are currently live streaming this ceremony, and in order to ensure a smooth broadcast, we ask that you turn off your Wi-Fi because that will pull from our live streaming. So I'm going to pause for 30 seconds. If you can pull out your phone, just turn Wi-Fi off so it doesn't connect to our network. That will help anyone watching from somewhere else view this as successful. Thank you. This group in front of me is a remarkable group of young people, and I have been so grateful to have the opportunity to watch them grow from nervous sixth graders who we first met with masks on their faces and couldn't really see what they looked like, to now they are poised and prepared high school students before you. Future high school students seated in front of me, I cannot tell you how truly proud I am of your hard work and contributions that you have made to this community. I have loved getting to know you over the past 3 years, and I'm excited to see what this next step in your journey brings for each one of you. As you might guess, as a principal, I place great value in literacy. So naturally, as I picked out a gift for Mrs. Bong's baby shower a little while ago, I chose a book that she could read aloud to her little one for years to come. After receiving that book from my Amazon delivery person, I sat down and paged through it and reminisced about when my kids were small enough to enjoy nightly reading with me before bed. I'm sure many of the parents in the audience remember these days like it was just yesterday. As I read, I was reminded how much wisdom can be found in the books written for our youngest readers. So, Mrs. Bond, where are you? There you are, right in the middle of all the children. I apologize for this gift not getting to you until weeks after your shower, but I thought our graduating families would find meaning and connection in its message also. I apologize that you won't be able to see the beautiful illustrations as I read, but the words are so much more powerful. Listen closely. If you can be the 12 things that are described in this book, your potential for success, happiness, and impact in this world is limitless. It's called Be You by Peter Reynolds. 8th graders, you were born to be so many things. My wish for you is no matter where your journey leads you, it's for always for you to be you. Be ready to take the next step toward being an amazing human being in high school and beyond. Be curious. Turn every stone, ask every why, and keep digging deeply. Discover your own answers. Be adventurous. Live a big life. When you are ready to step outside your comfort zone, bravely explore new paths and see where they lead you. Be connected. Find kindred spirits. Be with those who make you feel like the real you. Be persistent. Keep going and never stop. Be different. Be silly. Be quirky. Be unique. Be okay with being different. Be just the way that you are. Be kind and understanding. Help those around you be themselves as well. Listen to them and listen more. Learn more about who they are. Be brave and try new things, especially in high school. Take a deep breath and plunge forward into new experiences. It gets easier every time you try. Be your own thinker. Think for yourself and set your own unique course. It isn't always easy, but you'll be heading in the direction of being uniquely you. And be okay being alone. Take time to be on your own, hear your own thoughts and your inner voice. Listen to your heart. Be patient. Being you takes time. Take a deep breath, relax, and let your future unfold at its own pace. It will be worth the wait. Be okay reaching out for help. When you need a helping hand, a compassionate ear, an encouraging word, reach out. As you voyage out into the world, no matter what, you will always be loved by the people in this room. You are ready, so go ahead and be you. Be very, very you. So Mrs. Vaughn, you're in the middle of the audience. I won't walk it to you now, but I will hand you the rest of your baby shower at the end. Thank you for letting us borrow it for that very important message. 2023 middle school graduates, thank you for being a part of the Pilgrim Park community over the past 3 years, and thank you for being a part of each other's journey. You have each brought something very unique and special to Pilgrim Park Middle School. You will be missed, but we are excited to see where you lead us next. Your future is bright and promising. We'll be watching and cheering you along at every turn. I am so excited to see what the next chapter has in store for each one of you. Congratulations, Panthers. We have a full ceremony planned for you this morning, and I'm excited to get things started. We are proud to start off our celebration with a performance from our 8th grade musicians from choir, orchestra, and band. They will be performing When the Light of Morning Breaks by Pink Zebra. Students, you may stand. Thank you, 8th grade musicians. I would like to also thank Mr. Mike Ruth, Mr. David Michaels, Ms. Krista Witak, and Mrs. Alexis Ganos for their outstanding work with our music students during their PPMS career. We can clap for them. Now, I would like to introduce our Student Senate President, Jack Antonetti, and our National Junior Honor Society President, Treasurer Linton, to share some words about this 8th grade class.
Thank you, Mrs. Sesterniak. For you guys that don't know me, I'm Jack Antonetti. I'm the Student Senate President this year. And my dad this morning made sure my hair looked quote unquote pretty. It's not looking so well now. All right, so I'll get started before I embarrass myself and my dad any further. Class of 2027. We are almost there. Up until now, we have been going to school for almost 10 years. Only 4 more to go. Throughout middle school, I have met some rather interesting people, like one of my first friends, Will Friesmeyer. Now you're out there somewhere. As my years have come and gone here at PPMS, I've begun to become friends with almost all of you here. Since I know most of you now, that is enough for me to see that every single one of you is good soul inside and out. We just don't show it all. Now, it might not seem like we've been a big old happy family throughout our middle school, but we're the closest people we got here. And up until high school, we're going to be all alone. Just all of us in this room right now, that's it. I was a new kid here in 7th grade. A lot of people thought I was weird, interesting, or a nerd because I wore glasses and worked hard in class. I will admit there was a time that Mr. President did not have anybody. No friends, no counsel, no best friend. Reese, I know you're out there still. Well, I had Mr. Farley, of course. We all need to thank Mr. Farley. He's gone through everything for us. He's gave us a couch to sit on if we needed, to skip class sometimes, always sorting through problems and junk. And thanks to my dear friend Maya, in 8th grade social studies class, Mr. Galvan, she devised a plan to skip every hour and minute of the school of the 7 hours and 27 minutes we had. And that includes Mr. Farley's couch. This year was absolutely packed with new stuff, like the return of the pep assembly that nobody seemed to enjoy. I would like to give a quick shout out to one of the best guys I've met since I came here. We were both new students in 7th grade, so we know each other from the start. He was lead in NASA Tech Rise, and world-renowned piano player and master bow staff man, Quentin Justin. We also take after him a little. Quentin has always aimed to do right. You may never catch him in an act of bringing someone down or back-talking a teacher. He's almost like my dad. Now, my dad hasn't been around here for my middle school career, but he always found a way to be here. Not always physically, yet he always was. Well, now it's next step. He's right over there somewhere. He's always saying this one quote that's probably going to stick with me for a while. Do right like do right, Joe. And it's probably something you guys don't understand because he's a movie grip. Got a lot of friends that are in movies. And another one, hey, is pizza the grip truck? That's a weird one. We make so many memories, even though it doesn't seem like it, but we do. As we head into the monster sum called high school, we may have to be that way. We're on our own up there. I bet a lot of you are bouncing off the walls, ready to pursue high school 4.0s. A couple names in mind right now. Yet some of you probably aren't even ready to leave. Now, most of you probably know me as a very flexible person, and it's very important to be flexible once we get up to high school. There's going to be a lot of change, and a lot of difficult things going on up there. Life never really goes in your direction. Well, sometimes it does. It's pretty good. So it's always important to stay flexible so you can go against it and you can win. How many of you guys remember a time where you thought, oh man, I have so much more school left, I don't want to do this, or there's so much school left, this will take forever. Look at us now. Guaranteed we still have a lot more school to go through. At least it's better than standing in lines going everywhere like in grade school. Well, I wouldn't be too sorrowful about going back to kindergarten from that time. Man, kindergarten, good old days. Well, dudes and dudettes, our time here has come to an end. We can't deny that fact. We're all family, except that we are stuck together for the next 4 years. It is approaching to the end, my friends. We have gone through so many types of changes, discoveries, experiences, and of course, drama. I don't know about you guys, but I think that this year turned out to be one of the best on record. I would like to thank all of our teachers for everything they have done for us. I'll miss you guys here. You've all made an impact on our lives. Mom, Dad, can't forget my man Reese. 143, this is the class of 2027 signing off.
Thank you, Jim. And he's right. The journey we have made has been a dynamic one, but we have not made it alone. We have progressed through numerous challenges and strived through many fulfilling moments. However, anything we have taken on has been supported by the people around us. We started off in our 6th grade cohorts, and less than a year later, were introduced to the concept of switching classrooms. This class has gone from Hydro Flask to Stanley Cups, Sharpie highlighters to Modliners, Air Forces to Air Maxes, and then back again. Throughout these past years, we as a class have grown and changed together, but also individually. We have grown into the molds of our identities and are starting to form the structures for our adult lives. Although not all of us may feel this way, this school year passed by way too fast. Just yesterday, it seems I was walking to the bus in my UW whitewater crew neck and flare leggings, and less than a second later, I can remember seeing the sunken bus in the middle of the parking lot. It really made a splash. All jokes aside, we are beyond lucky to be surrounded by such a positive, empowering environment as we go through the motions of life. This graduating class is additionally one of leadership and one of outreach. You all should be proud of the many impacts you have made on the local and school communities. Many of you have involved yourself in volunteering for the betterment of your surroundings, and I congratulate you. Earlier this year, many of us helped with the Stuffed Boat fundraiser. Although it was very cold and not the most ideal weather, I can almost guarantee that the work we did was worth way more than a little bit of discomfort in the moment. I'd also like to touch on the growth we've seen both this year and throughout the past 3 years. The impacts made by this class are momentous, and I doubt that our progression will stop here. The adults in this room who have seen us throughout our journey can without a doubt testify to our achievement. Thank you to the teachers who have constantly provided us with support, patience, and opportunity. To the parents in this room, and especially my own, thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for urging me back in October to even take this position of leadership. Thank you for all that you have and continue to put in. Thank you for your endless effort. Class of 2027, as we make the journey into high school, continue to cherish those around you, continue to learn, and continue to lead. Congratulations. And now we would like to welcome to the stage Mrs. Nelson.
Hello, everyone. I'm Liz Nelson, the Associate Principal of Pilgrim Park, and I am so pleased and proud to be here this morning. This is a really cool group of kids for me. This is my 3rd year at Pilgrim Park, so this is my first class that I have seen go through this school and grow from 6th graders now to 8th graders. When I think of the kids who sit here before me, I know I have seen every single one of you grow, not just physically, but in who you are as people. I've seen every single one of you be successful in one way or another and learn through some tough life experiences. So I'm really proud to be here with this group today. I'm further proud of how engaged our students have been over the past 3 years here at PPMS. We recognize that some of your very best memories may not be in the classroom, but from the extracurricular activities that you've been involved in. This past year, 65% of our 8th grade class were involved in at least one clever activity, and that's just here at Pilgrim Park. I know how involved you are outside of school too. I'd like to take a moment to recognize those of you who have participated in activities outside the school day during your middle school experience. Please stand and remain standing if you have been involved in any club activity this school year. Please stand and remain standing if you have been in a club at all during your time here at PPMS, during 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. Please stand and remain standing if you attended a school dance or social during your middle school career. Please stand and remain standing if you tried something new this year. Now turn around and face the audience. Let's give a round of applause for yourself and your classmates for this commitment in trying new things and expanding our world. You may be seated. Eighth graders, you all know that in school, we often find ourselves focusing on academics. Of course, they're extremely important. Our academics that we learn in middle school will be the foundational knowledge for the rest of your classes and learning throughout your lives. In 8th grade pre-algebra class, may lay the framework for your engineering classes some of you in this room will take. The 8th grade science class will be the foundation for your pre-med classes, your ELA classes turning you into lifelong readers and learners that will carry you into whatever field you choose. And your social studies classes helping you to understand the global complexities of our dynamic world. Indeed, academics are undoubtedly important. That said, I know that school education is so much more than what you learn from books or your Chromebooks. In school, we also learn how to be a really great person. And the foundational skills learned in middle school regarding character are some of the most important life lessons imaginable. In middle school, students learn to take responsibility for their actions. Students learn how to be assertive without being aggressive. We learn that we will make mistakes, but it's how we learn from those mistakes and how we move forward from them that matters. In middle school, students also begin to develop some of their own opinions, and they realize that those opinions may not be the same as the person sitting next to them, and they have to figure out how to make that work. Middle school is much more complex than the elementary, treat others the way you want to be treated. And we know that with all complex topics, the best way to master them is by exploring them in a place where we can learn and practice, make mistakes, and try again. I hope that you have all learned that here at Pilgrim Park. Throughout these students' time here at Pilgrim Park, we work to help our middle school students work through the learning of character development within our Panther Purpose time and within our content area instruction as well. We believe it's important to teach and to recognize the positive characteristics that our students display. To show a culmination of our collective character development, we asked students and teachers to nominate fellow students who they felt demonstrated the traits of commitment, patience, humility, kindness, honesty, selflessness, respect, forgiveness, and empathy throughout their lives. I'd like to welcome Mr. Farley to the stage, our phenomenal 8th grade counselor. As Jack shared, Mr. Farley helped our students this year navigate both small and big issues alike, always demonstrating and encouraging students to show all of the traits I mentioned. I couldn't imagine a better person to help me honor the following 8th grade students who showed exemplary character in the following traits. 8th graders, I want to remind you that if your name is called, please walk from your seat to the nearest aisle up towards Mr. Farley on the stage, where he will give you your certificate. A student who demonstrated exemplary commitment is Charlie Cook. Charlie has shown time and time again her willingness to go above and beyond in her schoolwork, her leadership, and in helping others in need. Her commitment to making her school, community, and world a better place is commendable. Nice job, Charlie. Another committed student at Pilgrim Park is Marcus Tanner. Marcus is an outstanding student and person. He is consistent each day and commits himself to go above and beyond in the classroom and his athletics. Way to go, Marcus. And lastly, Kairos Ruiz Maynard. Kai's commitment shows in his involvement in so many school activities, including yearbook, jazz bands, forensics, Senate, NJHS, Panther Choir, and the musical. He is committed to being an excellent student and to improving our school and community. Thank you, Kai. And next, to honor students for patience, I'd like to invite up Rudy Schneider. Rudy shows amazing patience with everyone he encounters. He remains focused and positive when conflicts or distractions arise. Nice job, Rudy. Another wonderfully patient young man is Owen Schrader. Owen is a kind and patient person. He is accepting of others and has positive interactions with anyone he encounters during the day, including staff and peers. Thank you, Owen. And lastly, Elena Meadam. Elena is consistently kind to all of her peers. She is patient with everyone she interacts with at school. Elena does not anger easily and works to resolve conflicts with positivity. Nice job, Elena. In the area of humility, I would like to honor Gabby Moss. Gabby is an outstanding student and athlete with a great work ethic. She is very humble about her successes and displays great sportsmanship at athletic competitions. Way to go, Gabby. Another wonderfully humble student at PPMS is Reese Kaltenberg. Reese is an elite dancer with exceptional accomplishments, but many people don't even know this because she is so humble and such a kind friend who focuses her attention on helping and supporting others. Wow, nice job, Reese. And lastly, Sarah Mee. Sarah is an excellent student with many academic accomplishments, but is always focused on others. She is always encouraging, helpful, and positive to her classmates. Thank you, Sarah. To honor students in the area of kindness, I would love to welcome Charlie Plack to the stage. His peers said that Charlie is accepting, friendly, and welcoming to be around. He is always aware of how others are feeling and works to ensure that everyone feels comfortable and welcome. Thank you, Charlie. Another wonderfully kind student is Iris Hornak. Iris was new to PPMS this year and immediately had a positive impact. She is kind and welcoming to everyone she meets and always willing to help others. Nice job, Iris. And lastly, Maya Anderson. Maya is kind and understanding to everyone she encounters. She listens to others, works to understand their perspective, and tries to find a way to help them. She approaches each and every person with a smile and a warm greeting. Thank you, Maya. In the area of honesty, I'd like to honor Callan Slotwinsky. Callan has exemplary character. She is honest and speaks her mind effectively, while also kind to others with her words. Way to go, Callan. Ingrid Fox. Her peers wrote that Ingrid always speaks the truth and does it with the intent of making a situation better. Her positive and honest approach is commendable. Nice job, Ingrid. In the trait of selflessness, it's my pleasure to honor Enzi Alvaro. Enzi is selfless through his words and actions. He always puts others before himself. He is a talented and successful student, but always highlights the successes of others instead of his own. Thank you, Enzi. Next, I'm proud to honor Fiona Dold. Fiona is a remarkable student that was nominated in many of the character categories. She always represents herself in a selfless and kind manner, being intentional about including others and putting others' needs before her own. Wow, thank you, Fiona. And lastly, Anna Ewig. Anna is a natural leader because she is observant of others' needs and puts them before her own. She does not call attention to her own accomplishments, but rather points out what her peers are doing well. She exemplifies selflessness. A student at Pilgrim Park who goes above and beyond to demonstrate respect is Quentin Justin. Quentin is impressively respectful to everyone he interacts with. He looks at situations from different perspectives and respects others for their differences. Quentin teaches others how to be respectful each and every day through his actions and demeanor. Thank you for making our school better, Quentin. like to welcome to the stage Ryan Wagner. Ryan displays exemplary character. He gives 100% effort in everything he does. Ryan cares about others and treats everyone he encounters with respect and kindness. Nice job, Ryan. Another student honored for his respect is Jonah Better. Jonah is an honest person and shows the utmost respect to all individuals he interacts with. He is incredibly respectful to adults and his peers. Thank you, Jonah. And lastly, Oliver Carlson. Oliver respects his classmates and the learning happening in the classroom. He is always patient, helpful, and supportive with his peers and listens to all viewpoints. Nice job, Oliver. Next, I'd like to honor 3 students for their empathy. First being Roka Yang. Her peers wrote that Roka is a great friend. She is a listener and works to understand others' perspectives. Her words and actions always show that she cares about others. Nice job, Roka. Next, Danielle Boja. Her peers wrote that Danielle is a kind and welcoming person. She is perceptive and seeks to understand how others are feeling. She is quick to recognize and include others when they are alone and put others before her own. Nice job, Danielle. And lastly, Mr. President, Jack Antonetti. Jack is an understanding person who supports others when they need it. He is there for others, a good listener, and puts their needs before their own. Thank you, Jack. Last but certainly not least is the character trait of forgiveness. I'd like to honor Nate Carlstrom. Nate understands that people make mistakes and seeks to understand and then forgive. He is able to resolve conflicts effectively and maintain positive friendships. Thank you for your forgiveness, Nate. And lastly, and remember that these nominations are nominated by students, I'd like to honor Pilgrim Park parents. You are always forgiving, no matter the mistakes we make. Thank you for loving and supporting us always. Congratulations to our Character Award winners, along with all students who demonstrated or grew in their character this year or during your time at PPMS. To the Pilgrim Park graduating class of middle school 2023, high school 27, I encourage you to see the learning you completed in middle school as foundational knowledge that you will continue to build on. The learning you did in your middle school career was complex, but it also doesn't necessarily get easier from here. Continue to dare yourselves to act and learn with commitment, honesty, and respect as you enter high school. After high school, you will undoubtedly be surrounding yourselves with many new faces, whatever path life takes you on. Treat them with kindness, humility, and patience as you get to know them. Lastly, know that life is hard. You will be faced with challenges that will make you question yourself, your relationships, your goals in life. As long as you approach these challenges with forgiveness and empathy, you will always be on the right path. Congratulations, class of 23. I'm so proud of you. Welcoming Mrs. Cisterniak back to the stage. We have reached the point in our program where we recognize leadership, service, and academic excellence and achievement. Many of the students sitting before me have impacted our school community through leadership and service. In our program today, you will see the list of students of each leadership organization: National and Junior Honor Society, Student Senate, and Hope Squad. Thank you to all of these students who have spent countless hours making Pilgrim Park a safe, welcoming, and fun place to be. Additionally, I would like to recognize students who have participated in our AVID elective, who are also noted in the program. These students were selected through an application and interview process and gave up a preferred elective for the past 2 years to learn valuable college and career readiness skills. Now, we would like to recognize our academic awards. The first award I want to talk about is the President's Award for Educational Excellence. This award recognizes academic success in the classroom. Students must achieve a 3.5 or higher grade point average to earn this award. At Pilgrim Park, in this room, we have 142 students who are being promoted today that have met the criteria for this award. That is an amazing number. Congratulations to those that have earned this distinction. Your certificate will be with your promotion certificate. Can we get a round of applause for our program? Academic award to announce is the President's Award for Educational Achievement, which recognizes students that show outstanding educational growth, improvement, commitment, or intellectual development in their academic subjects. Its purpose is to encourage and reward students who give their best effort. At Pilgrim Park, we have 44 students who are being promoted today that have met the criteria for this award. Congratulations to those that have earned this distinction. Your certificate will be with your promotion certificate. The third academic award is a new award this year. It's the Panther Growth Award. This award was created to recognize exemplary academic growth, improvement, commitment, or intellectual development in their academic subjects throughout their middle school career. Students were selected based on academic growth that they exhibited consistently from 6th to 7th to 8th grade. For this honor, students will receive a plaque recognizing this exemplary accomplishment. Mrs. Nelson, would you join me on stage to hand out plaques? As I call your name, I ask that you come forward to receive your plaque for the Panther Growth Award. Jane Bagby. CJ Chen. Parker Godfrey. Elsa Jensen. Zoe Rowski. Leo Valentine. Finally, I would like to present the Irvin C. Hosley Student Achievement Award. Irvin C. Hosley was the first principal of Pilgrim Park Middle School and served as principal from 1958 until 1985. His leadership during the early years of the school provided the foundation for Pilgrim Park's rich, successful history. Irv was deeply committed to ensuring each student had an enjoyable and successful experience while at Pilgrim Park, and acknowledged the supportive role that families play in a school's success. Each year, students achieve a 4.0 cumulative grade point average during their 3 years at Pilgrim Park are recognized for their achievement. This award bears Irvin C. Hosley's name in honor of his dedication to the students of Pilgrim Park Middle School and in remembrance of his leadership. For this honor, students will receive a plaque recognizing this incredible accomplishment, and their name will be displayed in our school along with past recipients. To achieve such an honor in a rigorous academic environment is a tribute to the students' determination, intelligence, and commitment to excellence. As I call your name, I ask that you come forward to receive your plaque. Congratulations to the following recipients of this year's Irv Hosley Student Achievement Award. Maya Aranda. Agnes Indermuley. Anish Kamal. Hannah Kepsel. Jenny May. Kairos Ruiz Maynard. Elise Miller. Lily Sun. Isabella Washburn. And Roka Yang. Before we proceed with promotion certificates, I would like to pause and honor some of the amazing people who have made today possible on our staff. Many of the staff who have worked with your children over the past 3 years are with our 6th and 7th graders today on field trips. There are, however, some of those important staff members here today, and I would like to honor them. Would Pilgrim Park staff members in attendance today please stand and be recognized? That have worked to coordinate our promotion events, including the dance and the cookie reception today. Please stand and be recognized if you have volunteered and supported these efforts. We have come to the place in our program that I'm sure you all have been waiting for. Where we acknowledge each of our students with a promotion certificate. Their names will be read by their house teachers, and I ask that once we begin with the promotion certificates, you hold your applause until all students from a specific house have been recognized. The names of our 8th grad students will be read by Mrs. Michelle Pavletic, Mrs. Ashley Vaughn, Mr. Tom Friesmeyer, Miss Allison Urban, and Mrs. Kim Worth. As they transition to the hall, student representatives Lily Black and Rudy Schneider will say a few words about their experience in 8 RAS. At this time, I present to you, for the purpose of promotion to the high school, our 8th grade RAS house.
Good morning, students, parents, and teachers of PPMS. My name is Lily Black.
And my name is Rudy Schneider, and today we will be representing the 8 RAS house for the 8th grade graduation. Today we will be discussing the amazing experiences we've had during the 8 RAS house this year. But first, we want to thank our teachers, Mr. Friesmeyer, Mrs. Pavletic, Mrs. Vaughn, and Mrs. Worth, for giving us the opportunity to speak to you today. We could not have done this without you.
The first thing we'll be covering today is our monthly Ubuntu meetings in the cafeteria. These meetings have been held every other Wednesday and are a celebration of academic achievements through the form of Scholar of the Week. We also have birthday celebrations where people walk through the tunnel, led by a birthday train led by Mrs. Pavletic. During our Ubuntu meetings, we also would get updates on upcoming events like quizzes, tests, and due dates for other projects. These meetings have always been fun and helpful, and we thank our teachers for giving us this opportunity.
Next, we're going to talk about the extra fun activities our teachers are planning for us. Our teachers have worked really hard to provide fun activities and events throughout the year, and they're a nice break from schoolwork and sitting in a classroom. They've given our house a few different incentives over the course of the year, especially towards the end of the year, making it a little bit more fun. The 8 RAS games in March were a bunch of minute-to-win-it type games where everyone had the opportunity to participate or help run the different events. Some other incentives were extra recesses scattered around to give us a break from the usual school day. Our teachers have worked really hard to put these together for us, and we would like to thank them for all their hard work this year.
Another thing we're going to be talking about is the annual 8 RAS kickball tournament that was hosted at the end of the year. Congratulations to Mrs. Worth's resource class for winning the cup. Going to Worth Park and playing kickball was really fun, and I'm glad we could have that experience. It definitely beats doing an exam on a Friday and finishing it on a Monday. We played almost the entire day with small breaks in between, and it was tons of fun. Being able to end the year with this was definitely the best incentive we have had all year. Thank you to all the RAS teachers for making this possible.
Those were some of the fun things we did this year, and now we'd like to thank each teacher individually and some of the highlights from their classes. First is Mr. Friesmeyer, our social studies teacher this year. Thank you for a great year in social studies. He always found a way to make class exciting, and I really like how everyone was able to choose their way of learning and presenting, making the class much more enjoyable. We could work at our own pace, and he always provided feedback to improve our work. The stories he told during class were always fun to listen to, even if they didn't exactly pertain to the topic. One of our highlights of having him as a teacher was the fun events and lessons he planned. Social studies was a more fun and exciting class with Mr. Friesmeier. We really appreciate the effort he put into making those classes awesome.
Next, we would like to talk about Mrs. Pavlik, our math teacher this year. Thank you for an awesome year in math. She would let us go outside for breaks during math testing when the weather called for it, and gave us a little break between lessons so we weren't sitting in the classroom all day. She also always made sure we had time before tests and exams to study, which really helped the workload we got during the week. She also always provided us with enough study materials to work with. She tried her hardest to help everyone understand and went over different topics if we needed it. Our class was a bit crazy, but we learned a lot during math this year, and we couldn't have done it without her.
After Mrs. Pav, our next teacher we would like to talk to is Mrs. Vaughn, our science teacher this year. She always gave us a bunch of fun activities and labs to help us understand the material she was teaching. Along with that, she also had study guides we could use and big quizzes on Canvas to make sure we knew everything she was teaching to us. Mrs. Vaughn is always positive and makes her classes interesting and inviting. One of our highlights was the weekend circle where we shared what we did the past weekend at the beginning of class on Monday. It helped us ease into the new week. Thank you for a wonderful year in science.
And last but not least, we would like to talk about Mrs. Worth, our ELA teacher this year. I've always loved ELA, and class with Mrs. Worth was always fun. We had a structure we needed to follow, but we were free to work at our own pace during some projects, which made class easier and much more fun. We did a lot of projects where we needed to stand up in front of the class and talk, which is definitely one of the reasons I'm standing up here today. A year ago, I would have turned away the opportunity and given it to another person as fast as I could, but I'm so glad I accepted. Mrs. Worth always tries her best to make sure people understand her lessons and puts a lot of time and effort into them, and that really helped me and a bunch of other people understand the content. Thank you for a wonderful year in ELA. I'll definitely never forget you or your class.
To wrap it all up, we would like to thank our peers in the class of 2027. The past 3 years have been a winding road, but we have made it through middle school and it has been great. From cohorts in 6th grade to a more regular year in 7th grade to graduation year in 8th grade. It's been a crazy experience, but definitely one we will not forget. Thank you again to our parents and teachers for helping us get here. We hope all fellow students do amazing in high school, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to introduce the 8 Raz House. Taylor Eichley. Lillian Alberg. Jaden Anderson. Ananya Asokan. Noor Azam. Jane Bagby. Grayson Balducci. Ella Bashaw. Lily Black. Eleanor Blask. Luca Bonfilio. Jonathan Bonus. Mikey Braden. Parker Brooks. Xavier Bodovec. Amrutha Busi. Oliver Carlson. Nathan Carlstrom. Delaney Coffey. Miles Corrigan.
Sophia Daniels. Isabella DeGranville. Brittany Deller. Landry Desjardins. Lucy Diaz. Molly Duncan. Sam Ebert. Lyndon Elliott. Leah Enright. Lily Falchi. Delaney Farley. Will Friesmeyer. Allison French. Olivia Gardner. Connor Goland. Macy Gebauer. Lorelai Geisler. Caleb George. Bobby Gibson. Miley Gill.
Jenna Guriwada. Ari Halbachuk. Noah Hillman. Mahadi Iyer. Emily Jan Berzina. Reese Kaltenbrunn. Evan Connectus. Charlotte Cook. Bo Colby. Theo Casonas. Gabriella Kovacic. Ashton Krebs. Sawyer Kreml. Kendall Cruz. Kai Leonard. Genevieve Mayo. Daniel Mayhew. Catherine Mayhew. Claire McNally.
Elena Mydum. Lauren Myers. Connor Mitchell. Gabriella Moss. Frederica Miller. Roman Muthapandian. Taha Nazir. Hudson Nitschke. Owen Patterson. Charlie Plack. Devin Pope. Evan Prescott. Luke Prudlow.
Excuse me.
Isaiah Kite. Lily Breathwish. Pranav Salada. Gabe Salto-Wakus. Natalie Sass. Elizabeth Sayas.
Rudy Schneider. Denali Schoonover. Colin Seifert. Zoya Sella. Chloe Simic. Noah Sullivan. Nora Tetzloff. Sam Thompson. Peyton Trapp Van Beek. Will Erfer. Leo Valentine. Ryan Wagner. Matthew Walker. Isabella Washburn. William Waterworth. Cam Wendelborn. Stella Wilbur. Natalie Worster. Tessa Iga Sertuche. Christina Zoe. Please join me in congratulating the RAS students. Thank you. The names of our 8 Aqua students will be read by Mrs. Tara Long, Mr. Jose Galvan, Mrs. Megan Peterson, Mr. Paul Jeffries, and Mrs. Shayla Estes. As they transition to the hall, student representatives Kairos Ruiz Maynard and Madeline Gerbishek will say a few words about their experience in 8 Aqua. At this time, I present to you, for the purpose of promotion to the high school, our 8th grade Aqua house. Hello, fellow graduates, teachers, and guests. We are pleased to be standing here in front of you today, representing 8 Aqua.
It's been a long year, and all of the hard work you put into this school year is commendable. We want to congratulate you and your families who are cheering you on today. High school is coming up fast for us, and we need to get our heads in the game. But before we think about that, let's appreciate how far we've gotten over these past months.
I think it's fair to say that many of us have changed in many different ways, find new interests and new friends. We no longer feel pressure to stick to the status quo. This year has been a time for self-discovery. We've seen growth in ourselves, but we've also seen growth in this 8th grade class.
We've noticed how the students in 8 Aqua have become more comfortable with each other and have created new friendships. Although our teachers might not like the amount of talking sometimes, we've definitely seen positive communities form. We felt included by having these new communities, and for that, we say thank you.
Each teacher from 8 Aqua, Mrs. Long, Mrs. Estes, Mr. Galvan, Mrs. Peterson, and Mr. Jeffries, had things that made them special and contributed to the growth we've had as a house.
As we move forward and find who we are in the world, we will always remember the impact 8 Aqua had on us. And as we move into high school, you must always remember to have faith in people.
And most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. And remember, we're all in this together.
And now proudly presenting 8 Aqua, Mohammed Enzi Alvaro. Sahar Aman. Maya Anderson. Jack Antonetti. Maya Aranda. Kara Bartosh. Lily Beaudry. Jordan Bitar. Danielle Bocek. Benjamin Marino. Benjamin Bronson. Olivia Buckles. Kira Caldwell. Jonah Pinizzo. Addison Catalano. CJ Chen. Savannah Corley. Stephanie Corley. Allison Changa.
Bella Davies. Carson Della. Max DeSalvo. Fiona Dole. Addison Doughty. Charlotte Duran. Amira El-Demirdash. Kareem El-Kadri. Naomi Ewell. Tyler Frank. Logan Frericus. Madeline Gerbishan. Alexander Gopkin. Hayden Goggins Cowher. Rowan Gerholt. Asiru Hewa. Lily Hilbert. Suri Hong. Mia Hipshin.
Agnes Hindermoody. Phoenix Isla Hilton. Elsa Jetson. Avery Johnson. Quentin Justin. Ben Casher. Amelia Kelly. Mason Kelly. Vivian King. Hannah Capsule. Akshara Kumar. Nora Leahy. Kaylee Lentz. Rena Lasada. Colton Weaver.
Maya Linder. Isaac Lopez. Isabella Lucchini. McMullen.
Olivia Min. Maham Mir. Max Murkowski. Nina Mueller. Robert Neary. Anna Milan. Sarah Mee. Erin Park. Tallulah Pearson. Gabe Radomski. Clara Sophie Mai Rasmussen. Jan Ricklerzo. Reese Brenbeester. Noah Replogle. Errol Robinson. Aaron Rodriguez. Brindley Mortvet. Kairos Ruiz Maynard. Mia Salas. Drew Sodek. Annalise Schaefer. Maddie Schmidt. Caroline Schultz. Owen Schrader. Evelyn Shanky. Sam Schultz. Izzy Schulich. Callan Slotwinski. Mikhail Smith Marchese. Caden Steib. Zhao Tan. Caleb Taylor. Kane Tenover. Johnny Waggle. Brady Wick. Brian Jong. Olivia Gang. Sophia Zachary. Natalie Zaransky. And let's hear it for 8 Aqua.
One back to four.
And finally, but certainly, last but certainly not least, our 8th grade house. The names of our 8th grade students will be read by Mrs. Heather Ingram Ortiz, Mrs. Lisa Campanacci, Mrs. Stephanie Percham, Mrs. Mary Jo Jaski, and Mrs. Jamie Gebauer. As they transition to the hall, student representatives Anna Ewing and Elizabeth Zuniga-Meyer will say a few words about their experiences in Gray. At this time, I present to you, for the purpose of promotion to the high school, our 8th grade house.
Hello, family, friends, students, and faculty. This is Elizabeth Sneemeyer.
And this is Anna Ewing.
Whenever I look back on the 8th grade year, I will always remember how fantastic and spectacular my experience in the Gray House was.
I agree with Anna. This year has been such a blur. I feel like it was just the first day of school. I've had so much fun and I will remember it for a lifetime.
I still remember our first celebration.
For those who don't know, a celebration is our bi-weekly house meeting.
We did icebreakers, shout-outs, games, and house bonding activities.
I still have so many special memories for the games that we competed in.
Miss Io's 5th hour ELA class was chaotic but iconic. I found some of my best friends in that class.
I still remember all of the nicknames Miss Io gave us. Some special shout-outs go to Ginger Ale,
Easy M,
Mini Io,
Matthew,
AMPM,
K Squared.
and to wrap it up, Colty Bear.
Another highlight from that class is the multiple times that we decided to prank Miss Camp's 5th hour.
One time we snuck around her windows and yelled in, but she threw a tissue box at us.
We all thought it was a shoe. One of the ways they got back at us was by banging on our windows and making it seem like stuffed animals were floating in the air.
We planned on pranking her class back by banging pots and pans outside her windows, but we didn't do it because it was too loud.
Man, that class was a blast. Elizabeth, do you remember in science when the whole class would go on a field trip outside?
You mean through the secret door?
That's the one.
Miss Camp's self-guided units were always a good way to learn at your own pace.
Oh yeah, I really did like those. But you know what I didn't like?
What?
6th hour got to go outside every single day and the other classes didn't.
Well, I wasn't 6th hour, so I guess we were just special.
Okay, whatever you say.
I'd have to say, one of the saddest days of my 8th grade year was the day that the fruit gate got blocked. Remember that, Anna?
Of course, like it was yesterday. And then Monkey Mart got blocked too.
But don't worry, we found a new site for Monkey Mart, one that doesn't erase your progress.
One of the most stressful but rewarding experiences was the Zeus debate,
We totally won that too.
even if the other team won't admit it.
In social studies, Socratic seminars always created a competitive atmosphere.
I remember that everyone would always rush to class so that they could go first.
Remember the World War II themed spoofs competition with Mrs. Parsham?
That was so much fun, and I'm pretty sure that multiple people ended up on the floor.
Yeah, that was crazy. Hey Anna, what was the highlight from geometry?
Making our own seating charts was always a blast, even if they only lasted for a week. What was the highlight from pre-algebra?
I'd have to say I really liked the small groups in Miss Gebauer.
Incentives pushed us to work harder on standardized testing.
Man, do I love math and forward testing.
I'm so sad that it's over for now.
Some of the things we earned were parties, extra recess, and sports game tickets.
We've learned so many social skills.
Not social ills.
Thanks to Miss Io, those have been completely eliminated from our vocabulary.
Now, on a serious note, we really appreciate every single teacher and staff member that's helped us along our middle school journey.
Everything you've done for us has helped us get to where we are now and played a part in who we are today.
We'll truly miss every single one of you as we move on to our next adventures and on to the next chapter of our lives.
So thank you.
Peace out, Panthers!
It is my pleasure to introduce our 8th grade house students. Colin Arts.
Rashid Bala Balachandran. Blake Bastian. Charlie Bonet. Nolan Beardsley. Brady Bemke. Joshua Benedict. Lydia Burkett. Margot Gleesner. Caroline Bradley. Dylan Chapelier. Alyssa Colque. William Coxey. Justin Cornelli. Joshua Cui. Layla Deal. Ainsley Dodd. Devin Driscoll.
Eric Dusek. Amelia Ageti. Cohen Erickson. Bo Evans. Anna Ewig. Nico Flores. Devin Backel. Ingrid Fox. Kyle Gall. Maseo Gill. Bree Godfrey. Parker Godfrey. Carter Gaston. Marina Graciano. Isabel Green. Adia Gupta. Parth Gupta. Cooper Haas. Jackson Hunt. Anish Kamen. Kendall Blair.
Joey Cook. Nicholas Coleham. Declan Collins. Elizabeth Kreitzer. Aubrey Krzyzewski. Elizabeth Lacey. Amara Lehman. Matthew Lynn. Jack Lindert. Treasure Linton. Jocelyn Martin. Jenny May. Addison Miller. Elise Miller. Gianna Minchillo. Declan Murphy. Petra Musanti. Avi Muthupandian. Sean Milan. Eden Pickles. Anna O'Rourke. Iris Ornick. Leah Peterson. Will Peterson. Julia Phillips. Shreya Pusanuru. Nelson Rossetti. Kelsey Radaman. Noah Rayner. Niall Riaz. Franklin Robinson. Lucas Rohr. Zoe Rowski. Colton Russell. Jenna Rudley. Eleanor Ryan. Megan Shine. Alexander Schmidt.
Lauren Schmidt. Lily Schmidt.
Hayden Schneider. Haley Schooneman. Karina Skoronsky. Alistair Stewart. Anya Stonebreaker. Nova Subetti. Lily Sun. Marcus Tanner. Arthur Ulichny. Jonah Vetter. Chloe Whalen. Kira Wisniewski. Petra Walters. Avery Yang. Benjamin Yang. Roka Yang. Elizabeth Zuniga Meyer. Congratulations, 8th grade. Thank you. As you probably have noticed, our ceremony has gone a little long, and that is because this is one of the largest graduating 8th grade classes we've had come through Pilgrim Park. So we are sending off to Brookfield East a large group of students that are going to have an amazing impact, and we're so excited about that. In a few minutes, we will conclude our ceremony with a student processional out of the gym. I will ask that all guests allow our students to exit prior to joining them in the cafeteria for a cookie reception. As you exit, please move all the way to the back of the cafeteria to make room for all of our guests today. If you are leaving with your child prior to 2:31, please scan one of the QR codes displayed throughout the hallway. You can see one on that whiteboard right there, but they're all around. You will fill out a form that you're taken to, and this will serve as documentation for checkout. You may take your child with you when you leave after filling that out. Please also remember, if you have medication in the health office, please stop in the health room to pick that up before you leave today. And we have a robust collection of lost and found in the cafeteria for you as well. We ask that you claim your items that are lost. Thank you, parents. Thank you, students. And thank you, teachers, for a fantastic 3 years. At this time, it is with great honor and pride that I present to you the high school graduating class of 2027.